Oh, we're almost at the MayDay ball. Dun dun dun. And I should, unless I fail miserably for some inexplicable reason, get to 100 in smart. So maybe I'll learn some other spells now that it's no longer needed. Sure. That sounds like me. Studious. I'm studious. Yay! Spark. A spark strikes the target, which may catch fire if it's something likely to burn. I wonder if that would have worked on the door. No knowing now. Something wrong?
Kind of. I told Professor Potsdam. I told her to do it.
It? To do what?
To make my family forget about me. For good.
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
I can't go back. I don't belong there anymore. They'll be happier without me.
But will you be happier without them?
Probably.
At least you're honest.
I mean, I'll miss them. But I'll miss the way they used to be. I can't be happy living with people who don't want me there.
You deserve to be appreciated.
Yeah.
So, do you want to stay with my family?
I don't think that would be a good idea.
Why not?
Because if I went to stay with you, it would be like we were sisters.
Oh. Well, you could be my secret girlfriend.
I don't want to be a secret. I want us to have a chance to date properly, not as roommates.
I'll miss you over the summer, though.
You'll write to me, won't you?
Of course. Will you use the cute pink paper? Nice.
Sure.
I guess it's important to her to do this right. I respect you, Ellen. Please, kits and cups, take your seats. There are some things we should talk about before your magical education progresses any further. Most of you know yourselves as either a boy or a girl, and that identity may be important to you. Wait, is this going to be sex education? But even with humans, sex is not always as simple as male or female with nothing in between. And in the magical world, there are many more possibilities which you should be aware and respectful of. Guess not. Some entities are sexless and will be confused if you address them by masculine or feminine terms. Some can change gender roles at will, or be both at once. Some beings have more than two sexes, all of which can be difficult for the English language to cope with. Many living beings will take offense to being referred to as it, although not all. It is wise to ask those you meet how they prefer to be addressed. To make things easier, we witches and wizards have our special pronouns to use when gender is other or unknown. Repeat after me. Heirs, himself. I mutter the strange syllables along with the other students feeling a bit confused. Here's a way to remember. Someone with enough magic can say whatever he wants. Thank you, Potsdam. Boost strength. Focuses the caster's life energy to temporarily increase physical strength. Oh, Potsdam. Hello, my rosy-faced lovebirds. Please take your seats. Before we go on with our classwork today, there's something important that we need to discuss. For many people, this is a sensitive subject. However, you are all young adults now, not children, and it is better for us to have this out in the open. Wait, is this going to be sex education? This is the traditional season for young romance, and we don't want to clip your wings. There are no school rules against love in any form. Whoa, I guess it is, sort of. As long as you and the other person, or people, that you are with are enthusiastic about whatever you're doing, we will not intervene. but keep any naughty business out of areas where those who have not consented might accidentally see you. And try not to get too distracted from your schoolwork. Know what you want and be sure everyone else does too. If anyone isn't enthusiastic, whether it's a kiss or a dance or something else, stop and wait. Now, there is one other matter that would require punishment. As students, you are not allowed to carry children. Breaking this rule will result in equal punishment for all parties concerned, and we will know who you are. Trusting your partner is an important part of romance, but in this case, take your own precautions as well. If you don't think your green magic is up to the task, or you have any further questions, please come and talk to me after class. Now let's get back to magic. Yeah, let's get back to magic. Detect charm. Detect objects which have been enchanted in the caster's current location. I noticed that Ellen is still in bed, well after her usual time to get up on a weekday. Are you feeling okay?
I'm fine. I'm just staying in today.
You're slacking off? Maybe I'm rubbing off on you.
Today is Good Friday.
Oh. That's not an official holiday here, though.
I know. I just thought it would be nice to have a quiet day.
I guess that makes sense. At least Possum didn't have a major speech today. Awareness. Expands the caster's mind to visualize nearby locations, marking them known. Now that might have been useful. Oh well. And Farspeak. Communicate with a willing subject in a nearby known location. I think I need that, actually. For this coming exam, it's just as well I learned it. Okay, Ellen did the mail. Studying's kinda useless, but maybe Minnie can help me with some magics? If she's still here. Oh. Yeah. It's just as well that I failed. Diary. Long distance. Ellen has decided to give up on her family and move into the school full-time. She doesn't want to come and stay with me because if we're dating, she thinks that would be weird under my parents' roof, and I agree with her. Extra pronouns. Apparently in the magical world, there are people who aren't either male or female, so we have to have extra pronouns for special occasions. Rules of romance. Professor Potsdam told us that dating, or whatever, is okay with the school as long as everyone is consenting and takes precautions. It's like she knew that me and Ellen talked about that. Ellen's staying in today because of the not exactly holiday. Not exactly, but close enough. What should I do? Let's sleep, and then do red, green, black, and white. Done. Hey.
Oh, Cutie! Would you like to order an exam snack pack?
A what?
It's a fundraiser for the MayDay ball. We're ordering boxes of snacks so that next week, when you're preparing for finals, you'll have some food and drink handy.
How much?
$5. It's really cheap.
Yes, please. Okay, I'll take one. I hand over my money and she writes my name down on an order pad.
I'll deliver the boxes next week. Thanks.
Thank you, Ellen. Slash. A sharp blow to the target causes focus damage. Burn magic. Transmutes the target's magical energy into heat, causing damage. I'm so eager to get to the end. See what happens. I'm actually going to get to go to the MayDay ball. I hope Cutie remembers to ask Ellen. And Ellen delivered the mail. What should I do? Just study. I don't have enough money for those wings. So once Minnie gets back together with Kyo, apparently he dominates all of her time. Oh well. Diary. I tried, Minnie. Stocking up. Ellen was selling snacks for exam period. That was my week. The end. This is it, the end of the school year. 2 more days of classes, then final exams, then the ball, and then we go home. Well, let's take green and black. I mean green and white, because those are our least amount of subject. Sorry. Had to sneeze. Whew. The exam snack packs have arrived, just in time. That makes studying a little bit easier. Yay. On Tuesday morning, someone knocks on our door. Hey. Good morning, here are your exam schedules for the day. She hands us a piece of paper. Wait, there's a mistake. We're all scheduled for the same time. Didn't you know? The final is a group exam.
Does that mean if one of us fails, we all fail?
I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. I guess so. Oh boy, that was quite a sneeze I had. No more spells. This is it. After the class period, we arrive for our exam as instructed. All 3 of us. Hello, my spirited fillies! Today's exam works a bit differently than usual. You're all going into the dungeon together. Your task is to find the crystal orb and use your energy to light it up before time runs out. It will not be easy to find, and you will face many dangers, so you need to work together to conquer this challenge. Good luck! She claps her hands and the world starts to spin! For a moment. After the teleport, I'm not sure what's happened. All around is complete blackness. Am I in a dungeon? Am I lost somewhere in a void? I'm standing on something, I think. Then Ellen casts a light spell, and our surroundings become dimly visible. We are in a vast, dark space, empty and silent, far from any wall or landmark. Put that light out, it might attract monsters. But we can't see.
If we all huddle around it, the light won't get far.
We crouch closer together. Okay, now what? We wait for a moment, but this time no booming voice speaks overhead. Apparently, Professor Potsdam's instructions are all that we get. The rest is up to us. Well, let's see which way we need to go. She casts a spell, and the air around us swirls faintly. That's strange. That usually gives me a direction.
I guess we'll have to look the hard way. The crystal has to be out there somewhere.
This place is huge, and we have a time limit. We need a plan. I have an idea. They both stop and look at each other.
We need to find the crystal. That's the goal. That's how we win.
We need to find the boss monster. There's bound to be one, and if we don't handle the main threat, it could sneak up on us. Ellen's right. It's the crystal that matters. We could defeat dozens of monsters and still fail the exam if we don't reach the goal in time. Interesting, I automatically sided with her. I don't know about dozens, but I'd like to try.
Some other time.
Sure, fine. So how do we do this?
We don't know how big this place is, but it's obviously pretty big. And there's a time limit. So I think the trick here is going to be figuring out how to search most efficiently. Do you guys know far speech?
No. I do.
Great! What we need to do is both connect to Virginia now, while we're all in the same place, then keep that connection going. That way we can split up and still keep in touch.
Okay. I concentrate. You guys are making my brain tickle. How long will this last for?
I'm not sure, but if the connection drops, stop what you're doing and hold still. That way you'll still be in a known location and we can re-establish. Anyway, we should move out. There are probably traps, so don't run, and use detection spells if you have them. If you see anything, crystals, monsters, anything, stay still and think it.
Let's go. We split up, moving through the darkness. There's an awful lot of darkness out there. If I do use any detection spells,
I'll have to cast them many times over to do any good. Detect Charm, I guess. Hunting for enchantments works surprisingly well. With this big open space, any spell would almost have to be on the floors, and knowing where to look makes it easier to catch a reaction that might otherwise be too far away. I spot several enchanted tiles and dodge around them with no problems. After a while, the mental connection between me and Virginia appears to fade and finally snaps. Luckily, I'm able to cast the Fire Speak spell again and carry on. We each creep around, comparing notes on what we're seeing, and at long last we strike pay dirt. There's a strong magical signature in one direction which must be the crystal we're looking for. Unfortunately, there's also a group of monsters in the near vicinity. We can go around them, but if we get to the crystal, they'll probably notice us. Ellen insists that violence is not the best answer, but there are too many of them to teleport them away. Someone will have to act as a lure and get them to leave the crystal alone. And naturally, since I'm the best runner, the job of bait falls to me. My job is to find the monsters, get just close enough for them to notice me, then run like a rabbit. When I get far enough, Ellen will teleport me. Of course, that sounds a lot easier as a plan than when I've actually got shadows snapping at my heels. I'm pretty fast, and so are they. And I might need to slow down so the teleport can grab me safely. Ah! One of them manages to slash me with its claws. Why didn't I cast shield? Hurry up, Ellen! Finally, I feel the teleportation take hold.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. So this is it? It looks magical, alright. How do we make it work?
I don't know. She said we should put our energy into it.
Look, there are little indentations around the edge. I think we put our hands there. Virginia steps closer and touches the rim of the pedestal. Energy sparkles to life within the crystal. My turn now. I feel a strange, rushing sensation as power flows out of me and into the crystal. Finally, Ellen approaches the crystal. When she touches it, it throbs with light. Did we do it? The familiar sensation of teleportation washes over us. Hey! We find ourselves standing in the sunlight on the main quad.
Congratulations, all of you! You have successfully completed your freshman year. That will be 5 merits for each of you. Now go and relax. You have a dance coming up to enjoy.
We did it. We're done. And I do have a dance to enjoy this time. There are no classes today or tomorrow. Everyone's relaxing, making plans for the dance, and getting their pictures taken for the yearbook. Funny, at my old school, picture day was near the beginning of the year, but here it's almost literally last minute. The whole thing has to be finished overnight. Very strange. This is it, the last day. After the dance, my parents will come and take me home. Are you gonna ask Ellen? Which means I need to sort out what I'm doing for the dance. All this time, Ellen's been telling me to wait, to keep quiet, to keep the secret. Maybe now, at last, we can get started. Ellen?
Eek!
She grabs a box I had barely noticed and shoves it under a pillow on her bed.
Hi. You couldn't have knocked?
But I live here!
And that is exactly why I wanted to wait. How am I supposed to have any secrets to surprise you with if you're in my room watching me get dressed?
I won't peek.
You're not supposed to see my dress until you meet me for the dance.
Meet you?
That's how a date works, right? We could each give each other a corsage, but I don't think Professor Potsdam would like it if we tore up the flowers.
Right. So, if I'm not supposed to see you get dressed, and I'm supposed to meet you somewhere else in order to escort you to the dance,
we're escorting each other.
Where am I supposed to get dressed?
Oh, right. I hadn't thought of that.
I guess I could get dressed in the bathroom?
But you might get your clothes dirty.
Well, what would you suggest? She looks back and forth between the bed and me.
How about you turn your back and let me sneak out of here, and then I'll get dressed in Lena's or Pastel's room. I'm sure she won't mind.
I'll meet you in front of the gym this evening, alright?
Alright. It's really rather cute seeing her take charge like this. So now I need to get ready. Party dress. I'll take off my glasses. And I don't need my wand for the dance. Come on. This is my dress for the ball. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, and I can change the color. Ooh. Let's fiddle with this a bit, shall we? Whoa. I like the green. Yeah, maybe? Oh, I went a bit too far. Yeah, that's cute. I'm done. Make it so. I wait in the darkness for my date to arrive. Ah, prom day. Oh, you look beautiful. Cutie? Do I look alright? You look adorable.
Thanks. You look pretty nice too.
I do, don't I? So, what now?
I guess we go in?
She holds out her hand to me, saying nothing except with her eyes. I place my palm over hers and squeeze her hand. Let's go. The ceiling shimmers with translucent rainbow spheres, like enormous soap bubbles that never burst. The walls are masked with climbing ivy, and the stage is surrounded with flowers. The girl standing on the stage, I think she's a senior in Snake Hall, wears a long white dress and a wreath of flowers and silver stars. Wow. No one is dancing yet. Instead, we all wait in a slowly moving line. Every guest at the dance, either alone or with their date, or dates in some cases, must process across the gym floor and bow or curtsy to the Queen of the May. Then they stand aside and the next subject approaches. It means everyone has a moment in the spotlight to show off clothing and partners. Ellen's hand is warm in mine, and the smile on her face is radiant. We curtsy and withdraw. We wait quietly with the rest of the students as the processions continue. The very last girl to walk up the aisle is a junior that I don't know, whose hair is both blonde and pink at the same time. Sorry, I've got a tickle in my throat. Instead of curtsying before the stage, she walks up the stairs and kneels before the queen, who places the crown of flowers on her head. Everyone applauds, and then the music begins.
You know, I don't actually have a lot of experience with dancing. Especially with a girl.
Well, I don't know everything either. We both look at each other, confused and shy, and then suddenly Ellen laughs.
I wish I knew everything.
Even if it meant turning into Professor Potsdam?
That wouldn't be so bad.
Maybe, but I'd much rather be here with you than with her.
Oh. Why are you here with me? I mean, I know you said, but...
But what?
It's hard to believe that anyone would want to be dancing with, be dating me, except as a joke.
You think I...
No, not really. I don't think you're like that, but... I know how I always wanted things to be, and I know how things usually are. I kept putting you off and saying I had a good reason, but mostly I was giving you time to change your mind, or get involved with someone else. And then it wouldn't be my fault, and it wouldn't be your fault, and we could just let it go, and I could remember the romance we almost had. No hard feelings.
Do you want me to leave?
No! Life has gotten kind of complicated lately, and every time I think I've got a handle on it, it changes again. I like knowing how things work. I like doing things the right way. But I also know that if I want to learn, I have to try. So, I'd like to try dancing with you now.
Good. So, who leads?
I lead. You've got better hips.
Alright, if you say so. Together we take the floor. I put my hands on Ellen's shoulders, blushing slightly at the warmth of her skin. Her cheeks are pink too, but her eyes are sparkling at me. As the song goes on, we relax, moving together more comfortably. Finally it ends and we stand there smiling at each other. So, if this were a perfect storybook romance, what would happen now?
Are you sure you want to find out?
I'm sure.
Well then, something like this.
Ah, you two are cute. She leans forward and kisses me, soft and sweet. Flushed from the dance and the warmth and the nearness of her, I kiss her back. Aww, you guys are so sweet. When we finally part, I half expect the room to break out in applause. But why should they? We're just a perfectly normal couple going about our lives. Just a couple, dancing together, surrounded by sparkles on a night of magic. Indeed. Ah, we got an Ellen dance photo. Oh, you guys are adorable looking together. Look at those dresses. So gorgeous. And so the school year came to an end. We were freshmen no longer. Over the summer, we would look back at our yearbooks and remember the friends we had made, while thinking about the adventures still to come. There's a lot of magic out there waiting. Here's our yearbook. 20 merits, romance, Ellen Middleton. Future career, impossible architecture. Voted most likely to take naughty pictures of herself. What the heck?
In dreams and in love, everything is possible.
Ellen. Horses forever. Thank you, Virginia.
See you next year.
Minnie Cochran. I'm surprised Minnie signed my yearbook. Well, that's the end of the Ellen path. Thank you for watching me play this. And I guess I'll be going back to Royal Trap next time to chase after Gaston. So I'll see you over there. Until then, I'll see you later.